spilling up and doubts, you got the mind locked in. From God Creek jungles to the grind and sin. Good vibes, hate crimes, and the messy splits. Street T podcast, we uncovering bits.
Mic check, real talk, ain't no filter friend. Truth bomb, street tales, the saga won't end. Every shade of life, we sipping tea real steep. Discussing the highs, the lows, the secrets we keep.
Yo,
Yo,
what's up, world?
what's up, bro?
Man, we outside, man. It's the Streets T podcast.
Hey, man. We tapped into the Streets T. Today is Tuesday, May 13th. Hey, my body hurt. I'm tired. My body hurt. This gym be fucking me up.
Oh, unpin the last one.
Oh, I do it to unpin that. Oh, don't even worry. I got it. Tap in, y'all. If you tap it in, share this. It's up.
Hey, I am sharing right now as we speak.
How your week start off, gang?
Go to your phone, hit the share button.
Share this. Hey, Gio, what's up, gang?
Share everything. Gio, what's happening?
My light-skinned friend. Show with my boy, man. Sorry I couldn't make your party. Not that you freaking cared anyway. But, I heard it was lit. My bad, I had to work. Then I got off of work. You know? What's up with everybody, man?
What's up with my camera? You got your shit looking crazy right now. Oh, man. Family. What's the name? What's the name?
Hey, what's the name? Camera, what's the name? Hey, yo, you know what's crazy? Like, that annoys me now, like, hearing uneducated people talk. It kind of bothers me now. Like, I ain't gonna cap. I don't know if I'm just hitting that age where, like, you know, like, certain shit bothers me, but, like, if I hear a person, like, it's hard to, if I hear a person saying, my's, I'm is, that's like, that shit irks me. Like, I get angry when I hear stuff like that. Like, is, like, you be like, you be like, what, bro? Like, I don't know. It's bad, man. But yeah, certain that's just one of them things that just piss me off when I hear it. You heard about the boy Tory Lanez getting stabbed in jail?
Yeah, I was
My
like,
man caught 14 stab
I was like, was
wounds.
that real or like, was that? I guess it was real.
Life ain't no joke, man. He down there and he in Cali too. I didn't know he was locked up in Cali.
Man.
Yeah, Cali. They still gang big over there.
So
Gio said down here in Myrtle Beach, tuned in for a minute. Oh, I appreciate you from tapping in, gang, from way out there.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Myrtle Beach. You did.
He said I definitely asked where you was at and why you didn't pull up. Good thing I ain't need a rod. Hey, how everybody week starting off, man? Show it everybody.
My week is cool. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
May getting his camera right if y'all wondering what we waiting on and stuff.
Yeah,
I know y'all looking at me right now and I'm chilling.
Because
but it's only because man is over here doing his camera
looking real crazy.
My camera's still messed up, bro. Look at my beard. You can't see the detail in my beard. My lining is sharp as shit right now. You can't even see it. You know what I'm saying? So
listen, man. What are you talking about, man? Man over there got his hues and everything clicking.
You drove the bike down there, Gio? He said he down there for bike week. You took the bike down there?
He better have took the bike for bike week. You know what I mean?
You know, a person like Gio would probably just go and show up, though. Just for ideas. Just for bike ideas. Gio go all the way down there and just for bike ideas.
Know what I'm saying? But, hey, make sure y'all sharing the live.
Because we got a couple questions.
I just want to thank all you people that tune into us every week. That's really like keeping the movement alive. Shout out to all the platforms that's doing their thing real big right now. I see y'all. I'm paying attention. We paying attention as a collective. You know.
Is this some booming podcast already now?
I think us.
We it?
Us. Street T.
We it?
Yeah.
Is we it?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Yeah, it's some drinks. It's some drinks out there, man.
I be wanting to tap
I don't
in
wanna,
though.
I don't want to like just. I don't want to be like, oh, check these out, because then the ones that I don't
The
shout
ones
out,
that you
they
miss
like,
is
oh, oh, he ain't fucking with me, and it's like, no, that ain't the case.
I can take that. That makes perfectly good sense.
You know. But yeah, it was something I wanted to talk about.
So first thing first, I don't know if we talked about this last week, but we're gonna talk about it again. The kids got stopped by the police on East Ave.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that whole situation, right?
You love to play devil's
So,
advocate. First of all,
I do.
start there.
I do. I love playing devil's advocate, right? So only because I'm somewhat pinched, minuscule, educated about certain laws and constitutional rights that we have as people. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a little bit privy on some of that stuff. So, was the whole thing wrong? Could the cops went without stopping them? Yes.
It depends on what side of the spectrum you look at.
You looking at it at. So yeah, let's just start there.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at it from just from a moral standpoint, it was wrong. Because you stopped these black kids, you was racially profiling. We know what you was doing.
Absolutely.
Now, were you this is the only question that matters in the eyes of the law though.
Yeah.
Were you performing within your legal jurisdiction? Absolutely. He is allowed, if he catches you jaywalking, you just gave him the probable cause to stop you. So now with this stop, mind you, at this time, we don't care that you're underage. We don't know that because we haven't asked. There's no ID. The questions haven't been asked yet. So from a moral standpoint, Maria Angela, appreciate you for tapping in.
Maria, what's happening? Thank you for tapping in.
So Joshua Lockett, appreciate you tapping in. He said the best podcast out right now.
Josh, what up? Thank you, thank you, my dog. Share the love.
So morally, it was wrong. Was they legally within their jurisdiction? Absolutely. So when they caught him,
the loophole was the jaywalking.
The loophole was the jaywalking. The same way that Dope Boy beats a case for legal search and seizure.
Right.
The legal system is all about loopholes, gang.
All about them because they find loopholes to clear themselves.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Bro, guess what? A cop could come right down the street while you're walking out the house with a bloody gun in your hand. But if the loophole is, if he does something wrong with detaining me or anywhere in this due process, if he forgets to read me my Miranda rights, and I go to the police station and I say, yo, I shot main man 20 times in his face and I do that shit again right now, and y'all didn't read me my Miranda rights, none of this shit matters, and I go home. And y'all can know I did it, but these are the legal parameters that I just found. I found a loophole.
That you can jump through.
That's all the legal system is about, bro. So with that cop wasn't morally sound, right? Because he stopped some young boys. He was racially profiling. That much you can see from the video.
We know that's not what you what you was doing.
Do you feel what I'm saying? You don't have to say it. All you were doing was performing. You were performing within your legal jurisdiction. That's all the cop was doing. So he stopped him. The young boy said, yo, why is y'all stopping me? Why is y'all stopping us? Why y'all said because y'all stopped in front of that car right there. Y'all was jaywalking. Y'all stopped in front of that car. So now you're impeding traffic. He's laying on the facts. He's laying on the legal jurisdictions as he's asking the questions.
That's your holding up traffic, you're jaywalking, all that.
So now I have probable cause to Terry pat you. If y'all don't know what a Terry pat is in the state of Pennsylvania, look it up. A Terry pat is when they can touch your person. They can stop.
Do that give you the right to Terry pat though? Like the
yes.
the
PA has a stop and frisk law, I believe. They can just stop you and pat you down. They can't go into your pockets. But it's called a Terry pat. They're allowed to pat to see if you have weapons.
Right.
Say you got an 8-ball of crack in your pocket, and he's Terry patting me. If he reaches in my pocket and grabs this crack that I have in my pocket, I just beat it on a legal search and seizure because you're only allowed to Terry pat me. That round object didn't feel like a gun, a knife, or a sharp object. Why are you reaching into my pocket to take it? You're not allowed to do that. So these are the legal jurisdictions and the legal that you have to know. So back to the story, he stops him. He's asking him his name now. These are minors now.
Right.
So now with them being minors, you're crossing over into a tricky realm. You teetering a line. So what he did was he asked him his name. The young boys was giving a little slack. He said, yo, let me get y'all ID. Let me get y'all name. Young boys ain't got ID. They 16. Should you have an ID at 16? Absolutely. You should have a school ID at the very least. You should have a school ID. So should you have identification on you at 16? Yes, you should be working. You should have a driver's license and all of that. If you don't, you should get one. Your parents should help you get one if you don't. So now they asking them their name. What's y'all name? What y'all doing? Da 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 da. He said, nah, PA don't got to stop and identify. We do, bro. We do got to stop and identify. It's real heavy in Philly. It's real major in Philly.
All right, because I was gonna ask that. And then okay, so with the stop and frisk, right? Because I know New York had it, and when I was younger, like in Buffalo and all of that. So that's just without probable cause or anything.
There was probable cause. They jaywalked.
Right, but they can't. But with this, I'm just talking about the stop and frisk law. Is that it has to be a probable cause still, though, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But with the jaywalking,
it's a tricky probable cause because you can't come tell me I fit the description. That's not good enough. That's not valid enough.
That's what I was
seeing me walking down the street and saying, "Hey, yo, you fit the description." You can do that. You can stop me and Terry pat me though, but I don't have to give you my ID. I don't have to give you my name. I don't have to give you that. Do you feel what I'm saying? But they had legal parameters because of the jaywalking. Okay. Now you have to identify because you broke you committed a crime. You jaywalked. Okay. If you're walking down the street and you fit the description, you didn't commit a crime. Me walking down the street is not a crime. You have to have articulate suspicion of a crime I committed. What is it? Me walking down the street fitting the description, isn't it? So jaywalking is one. So now the cop comes and he's like, yo, what is your name? Da, 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 da. So you got people coming in. You got people, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He was once he asked them, give me your name, and they said no, guess what? You committed a crime. So now they have probable cause to arrest you and take you to the police station. Because now we have to identify you. Because if I want to write you a citation, who am I writing the citation to? You just committed a crime. You jaywalked. Now, was it morally right? No, you're being a dickhead.
Because when do you really uphold jaywalking?
Facts. You're being a dickhead. Officer, damn, they said they badge number on the video, but I don't have it or else I'd be calling y'all out right now. But, so with that being said, I didn't like how, I don't know if it was the mayor. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I really don't know. I don't know if it was the mayor. I don't know if it was the police department, but somebody gave the list of things that's been going on in the city, right? On why the cop was acting like he was acting, pretty much. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So in this list of shit, it was like, you know, it was a shooting here, somebody got shot over here, somebody got shot over here. So basically, they was justifying the police presence and why they was running down on the young bulls. Okay. Which is still wrong because you're racially profiling. That's all that long ass article said to me, bro. That long ass article that they posted.
Like, oh, cut them some slack because they're allowed to do this. Yeah,
shit. They were trying to say, hey, this is why we're ramping up security around the city, because it's been major shootings. People been getting hit. Somebody just had a ring camera. Some young boys playing with a switch. Yeah. I don't think the city is ready for switches. I don't think the police is ready for switches. I don't think that the young boys walking around out here with the switches is ready for the switches, because that switch is gonna put a belt to your ass like none other. And these young boys is out here playing with them. Listen, on the ring cam, bro, you heard the.
I see with the Journal Liberty.
Like, yeah, you heard like. That's a different type of problem, bro. That's not your regular Glock 19. I gotta keep squeezing this joint. The city start ramping up on switches, they are gonna need a police presence. I promise you that, or there's gonna be a lot of funerals going on around this joint. A lot of innocent funerals at that, because a switch ain't got no. Yeah. It's hard to be accurate with a switch. You're not gonna be accurate with a switch. So, with that being said, they gave this long ass list of things that why they're ramping up security. But all y'all pretty much did is y'all tried to justify why y'all just racially profiled these boys. Because it's been a list of shooting all week, we stopping every black person we see.
Yeah.
That's doing something crazy. Because what did y'all do? He went straight for the young boy waist. Young boy said, yo, why you keep reaching down? Come here, let me pat you down. Because now we're teetering on the line of officer safety.
Yeah.
Whenever you teetering on the line of officer safety, it's going to be hard to find a loophole. Because
they're going to trump it. They're going to
do you feel what I'm saying? It's going to get overlooked and all of that because of officer safety.
Right.
So I think that how you looking at that situation, morally he was wrong. Legally he was justified.
And how do you separate the two though? I mean, like once you get to morally he was wrong, it's like a lot of people gonna stay there. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck about the parameters of.
She gonna say you gonna say a lawyer's morally wrong because she know I just killed 3 people, but guess what her job is? To get me off.
Get you off.
So are you morally wrong?
In that instance, they gonna say she doing her job.
That's what he was doing.
Nah.
Yeah, you wanna know why? Because he had legal parameters to do it.
But the lawyer is like, all right, I'm doing my job on the sense of, all right. It's morally wrong.
Morally, she shouldn't be standing there because she know you just killed people.
Yeah.
She's getting a murderer out to kill somebody else.
Morally is wrong.
It's wrong, but you got to do it because it's a job. So was he morally wrong?
People still gonna stop there with the lawyer.
It's all about how you look at it.
Right.
Will you get more blacks than to agree that it was wrong than whites? Absolutely. It boils down to demographic. It boils down to all of that. It boils down to location because a person who lived on East Ave where they was at is going to say that they was wrong. A person who lived in Mill Creek is going to say they was right because we want the violence stopped before it hit our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really is how you look at it.
It's about perspective, absolutely.
But as far as legality of it, he was justified.
All right, so let me play devil's advocate.
Right.
Is that caught friend or foe?
It depends on what side of the fence you on. if you on that side of the fence, he's a foe. Yeah. If you on that side of the fence, then he's a friend because
he's stopping the riffraff.
What he's doing is proactive policing.
Okay,
that's what you call that, proactive policing. Because guess what, bro? You can never make the ghetto happy. Because guess what? If y'all don't show up when people getting shot, y'all gonna be piece of shit police for not coming, for not pulling people over, for not getting the guns off the street. And then if you pull up and prevent it from happening, being a proactive police, you morally fucked up and you wrong for what you doing.
So there's not a fine line that you can walk where you can be morally sound and actively police without like having the
yes. So how that could have went is, hey yo, come here, y'all three, come here. Y'all was just jaywalking back there. Now, what's y'all names? All right, listen. This could have went a whole bunch of other ways, y'all. Right. Stop jaywalking. First thing first, because now I can really come over here and mess with y'all. Right. Y'all want me to mess with y'all? Who got weed on them? Y'all want me to? And then let them go.
Yeah.
That's
because now you teaching them something.
I'm teaching you rather than teaching you a lesson.
Right. I'm
teaching you a life lesson rather than teaching you a moment's lesson.
Right.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because that's what you call proactive policing.
And I think that would have been a better option.
Right.
If he would have did that. Because then it builds rapport between the community and the police system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Because damn, he could have really did us crazy. Like them young boys, they gonna go to the crib. Like damn, he could have really like played. I thought he was gonna do it. He was gonna do it. He was gonna try to play us. He was gonna try to, you know what I mean, frisk us, whatever. And then the fact that he don't, it's like, yo, I fuck with Bull, like, you know,
right,
and
right.
If he start being more of a presence where he not really doing the extra,
right?
But he really trying to look out for the kids, the community, and things like that. The community is gonna
gonna accept you.
Yeah, they're gonna start being warmed up by that.
Facts.
Like, yo, don't give officer so and so no problem, bro. You tripping?
Chill. That's
cool
such and such. Like, yeah, bro. Chill, bro. Yo, come here. Give me your ID, bro. Come on, get this shit over with, man. Come on, man.
He ain't even trying to get us out here like that.
Do you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I done been, bro. How many times you done been pulled over, bro? You dead to rights, bro. They got you.
Yeah.
And they let you go. Why ain't nobody on the book talking about that? Yeah. When the last time you seen a person post, yo, I just got pulled over with an ounce of weed in the car and they let me go?
They was on some cool shit.
We was on some cool shit. When the last time you seen that?
Yeah,
they
we
don't.
We only record like
you only record the negative, bro.
Stuff,
you don't really record. You don't really see the proactive policing that's going on. But I do feel like with what's going on in today's society and today's time, that would have been a fine time to teach the young boys a lesson. Listen, this could have went a whole different way next time. So to prevent this is what we need to do.
I agree. Absolutely.
Coltrane Rosenberry said, all cops are faux. I disagree with that. But like I said, it's a perception thing. You grew up where I grew up. So of course we see them as faux. But as a mature, I'm not saying you immature, don't take it like that. But as a logical thinker that I am now, as a logical thinker, I like to understand why people do the things they do. And if I can understand why you do the things you do, then you cool in my book. Do I understand why he did what he did? I understand why he did what he did. Was it right? Fuck no. Was he morally wrong? Hell yeah. Was he legal in doing so? Yes. That's what y'all all gotta get. When you talking about the legal system, bro, you gotta put your feelings in your pocket, gang.
Yeah.
Whenever you talking about the legal system, put your feelings in your pocket, sit on them shits, because it don't matter. We don't care in this court of law about your feelings, because it's all about legal loopholes.
No, that's a fact. It's definitely about legal loopholes. Like, we seen that over and over.
Coltrane said they're gonna stick up for each other, whether wrong or right, against them. They got a war on black men. It's a real war going on against the black man. I do agree with that. But like I said,
O-Dub said it's cops that gave niggas chances for real.
A white dude just got killed in Mill Creek.
Yeah. You
don't see a million people posting about that. But guess what? If a black boy would have got if a black dude would have got killed in the Granadas, that shit would have been everywhere in the Erie News.
Hey, listen.
Let's just be real.
Internet, do not cancel.
Don't cancel it, but let's be.
Do not cancel Diego
don't
Sanchez.
Cancel it. Let's be real though, bro. Somebody just got killed within the last 7 days by the Mill Creek Police Department, bro. He got shot dead in the Granadas. Yeah. And when I brought it up to you, you was like, damn, I think I did just hear about that.
Because it ain't going.
Because it went nowhere. You want to know why? Because the white community don't care the way the black community cares. Now, if that was a black dude, but this is my thing with black people. This is my quarrel with black people. Y'all didn't talk about the police injustice in that because the dude was white. Y'all didn't care. Y'all only want to emphasize when the white people don't care for the black people. But this was a prime example of the black people not caring for the white people, bro.
Black people minding their business.
You gotta bridge the gap somewhere, gang. Somebody gotta take a step, bro. Yeah, because if you want a black man to play martyr, if you want a black man to throw his future away and play martyr to prove a point to get some shit to happen, what's his name? Rodney Hinton. Yeah. You want a black man to do that, right? Kill a cop. You want him to crash out and be a martyr. Right. But look at this. You're not exploiting this because why? It didn't happen to the black man. So you're not going to exploit the police injustice because it didn't happen to a black man. No. Exploit all police injustice. Black, white, Chinese. I don't care who it gets done to. Because the eyes of the law don't care. If you're black, white, Chinese, they're going to roof you. Even if you're white.
No, that's cat.
No, it's not, bro. I've been downstate with white dudes who in jail for close to nothing, but they didn't got roofed. I done also been in jail with white people who didn't been in past a minimum who ain't got no rape cases.
But I feel like them white people that you mentioning, I guarantee you they had 3 or 4 doors that they could have walked out of, but they probably
black people did too. I mean, let's get down to the. You wanna have that conversation?
They might be a repeat offender, and they just like fuck it. I gotta do this to you now. Cause jail really wasn't built for like the Caucasian male. It wasn't.
I don't think so. I don't know about that because it's people in jail. It's white people in jail. A lot of them too. So I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them
too. Percentages, man.
I don't know. I wish I had them, but there is a lot of them. But y'all, I'm just saying, when you talk about the legal system, it's a little bit deeper than the demographic, gang. Yeah. It's like black people love to say, "Oh, it happened to me. This happened to me," but it just happened to a white man in the Granadas, and nobody talked about it. Do you feel what I'm saying? This man had a hammer in his hand, and he was breaking shit. And
O-Dub said it's more whites in jail, ain't it?
I wouldn't be surprised, but I've only been in the PA state system. I don't know how it is worldwide. I think it's demographic. I'm sure if you go to Cali, it's probably more Mexicans and Puerto Ricans in there than blacks and whites. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just a demographic thing, type of thing.
No, I could agree with that. All right, so boom, moving along. I gotta touch on this. I was supposed to touch on this last week, right? And we got a couple of topics we're gonna jump into too. I was seeing this and I was just like, what the hell? So I want to put this up, show y'all, and we gonna unpack this.
This is crazy.
This is super crazy right here. What's his name?
Kevonte
Devon. So he made a post, and the post is basically saying why he doesn't, deal with racists. I mean, outside his race. And so he says, so this is why I stopped dating outside my race. Would have been good and set up. And to this day, she still don't know that I saw the messages in her phone because I left afterwards and never said nothing else about it. Be careful out there, especially in Mississippi. So what we looking at is his post with some screenshots. Let me get a little closer on the screenshots of what this message up on the top right states. Boom. This is his their interaction. She said, I definitely enjoyed our night out, but I don't think my parents can find out about us. He said, same here and why. They despise black guys. My last black boyfriend, let's just say it didn't go well. They literally set him up to be put in jail for life for something he didn't even do. Google, and I guess it's his name or the case or whatever. Google blank Wellington. I really like you, but I don't want anything to happen to you. I like you too, and yeah, that's crazy. I went to school with him. Maybe if you sat down and had a conversation with them, they'll loosen up. I want to interject, but I want to get through the whole thing first. But that's just crazy in itself to respond like that. He said they think they would be down for dinner. She said, I'll ask, LOL, because I really like you, and I will not lose you. I don't want to lose you. He says, I don't want to lose you either. She says mom and stepdad said they would be down to meet you for lunch this evening. He said that's cool.
Casey Lowry, appreciate you for tapping in, gang.
Casey Larry, what's happening? So now this next one is a picture of him that he took at the dinner table and says on dinner date with her brain surgeon parents, kind of nervous. And then it goes to what he saw in her phone, which is her interaction with her and her parents. Well, her mom, yeah.
That's the wrong screenshot.
Oh, damn. He's like, man, what the hell? What the hell? But so this is for those of you that can't see it. She said this is the name. The mom's name is Mommy Love. She says he seems well put together, but it's something about him and Jeff. Me and Jeff don't approve of. My bad. He says. She says he seems like he would be good around the house for things we need, but not for a relationship. Try to convince him to start working for us. And once we take the trip to the mountains this summer, well, you know the rest. She says, Mom, I really like him. Can I at least keep him? He's very sweet. Not at all. Dating a black guy in the South, especially Mississippi, is not recommended. Do as you're instructed, please. You'll find someone better. She says, okay, I'll let him know that Jeff is hiring for work around the house. Then, and I'll let him know that Jeff is looking for people for work around the house. Then, and we will go from there. By the way, he thinks y'all are really nice people, LOL. The mom responds and says, good. We need him to continue thinking that. I am baffled. I am beyond baffled after reading that.
That is crazy work.
Because the way that they basically disregarded this, that like they weren't talking about a human being.
But that's the South.
Is crazy.
That's the South.
Like, can I keep him?
That's the South.
Like, he's a pet?
That shit really happened in the South like that. Like, it's really still going on down there in the South. Like, do you know what a sundowner town is?
Yeah.
Like, there's still those around.
We actually had a sundowner, like, area in Buffalo.
Yeah.
South Lovejoy. Shout out to y'all, right?
If y'all don't know what a sundowner town is, that is a place where black people shouldn't be outside after nighttime.
Yeah.
Because your ass will come up missing. And the fact that those still exist in 2025 is crazy.
Super crazy.
Your ass will come up missing. Omar said reality is scary. DeLorean said that's called for an investigation.
No, it's definitely called for an investigation because what did they do? They got the boy life and she know that he didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. Then for them to say, when we go up to the mountains, well, you know the rest. It's like
Paris Lofton said, what in the fuck in the get out is going on? Can I
Yeah.
keep him like he a stray dog? Plenty down here in Texas. Sharia said, nah, for reals. This is them sundowner towns. It's crazy. Hey, I got a relationship question for y'all real quick. What was my relationship question? Hold on, y'all. I gotta find it.
Oh, man.
I got it right here. Hold on. Hold up. It's in my pictures. Hold on. I'm tripping. That's why I couldn't find it. I'm just trying to get my paper straight. So, what was my question again?
Oh, man found it and then asked what his question was again.
What happens in a relationship when one outgrows the other?
What happens in a relationship with one outgrows
What happens when one of y'all stops growing? Ladies, gentlemen, I don't care who answers it. When you in a relationship with your significant other, what happens when you reach your boss up peak, right? You bossing up. Your glow up is crazy. But your partner is not growing and they're not progressing. Do you walk away or do you pull them with you? Do you sit down and have a talk or do you put them on? Do you say fuck them or do you just put them on? You with me? If I'm eating, you eating.
I mean, personally, I mean, I can't speak for everyone. For myself, I think I would like at least try, to motivate them in some type of way. Like, yo, what is it that you like to do? Like, what is you want? I got this going on over here and we supposed to be a team. So I think like you should get on board with this. If you good with keeping papers, be the secretary. Or if you good at something, some hands-on shit, like you can run a department. You know what I mean? Like,
have you ever been in a situation where you outgrew your significant other? Has anybody in the chat ever been in a situation where y'all outgrew y'all significant other?
Yeah.
Treasure Tay said, if they want to progress, it's a go. If they don't want to grow, leave them alone. Sharia said, if it's a relationship, we should have built together. No, but okay, so listen, when you say built together, like we not talking about, trust and, a house, a business. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so if y'all do build all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have your personal thing going, what happens when you surpass your partner? Or is there a such thing of surpassing your partner?
What I got from that when you were saying it though is like, all right, I'm at my peak boss up or whatever, right? And the other person is at, they're still inclining, they're still like going and they
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So what to me that is saying, I need to pivot. I'm speaking from the perspective of the one that's at the peak.
Right.
I feel like I need to pivot or I need to help my significant other. Like I need to get on that. If I'm really trying to chase being like a boss or whatever, that would be a boss mentality. Like, okay, I feel like I reached my peak. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Right.
So boom, I'm going to try to pivot into the relationship and be like, yo, you still on the incline. Let me get you there. Let me help you get there. Or let me be a part of that. Or whatever. If I'm the person on the other end that's still inclining, I might notice that you're at your peak and I'm gonna try to give you some suggestions to get on board with this, or we should merge it in some type of way, because I don't want to, because I know what comes with being at your peak. Like you ever see a person that going to retirement and then it's like, as long as they still doing stuff in retirement, they cool. But the moment that they stop, they get old fast. You know what I'm saying? So
Renee Bryan said, normally you become unequally yoked and you try to stay you try to stay it don't work. I have tried it. Some people only grow so far at a certain speed. Paris Lofton said, if you really love them, you with me. If you not gonna try to pull me up, pull your weight and grow, time to move on. Plain and simple. DeVoe Pickering said, what's the topic? So the topic is, what happens when you outgrow your significant other in a relationship? Or what happens when you are on a faster
Incline, like
projection,
a projection
than your significant other?
And they've reached their peak. Like they kind of like everything. Then you did everything. You a big fish in a small pond. It's kind of like, damn, though, what do we do?
So let me tell you what I think. I feel like if one person is evolving and the other is staying the same, I feel like you guys will start to distance from one another. Because you're at a different pace and time than they are.
I just seen equally yoked somewhere on here.
That's what she said. She said you will be unequally yoked.
And that's a result of that.
Right. Because Absolutely. I'm moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour and you're still going slow. So I feel like y'all should give up? No. I feel like if one person is evolving and the other is staying the same, I feel like the distance will naturally form. Relationships thrive when both people are committed and growing, not just as a couple, but as individuals. How can I expect you? This was the catch-22 to my question that the average person just looked right over, right? I have to expect you to grow as a person. Not even in order for us to grow as a couple, I have to get the best version of you. So before I choose to walk away, I seen a lot of people say they was going to walk away. I need y'all to understand this. Relationships thrive when people are committed to growing. Not just as a couple, but as individuals. Check their temperature. Do they have the drive to be something?
That's where
Do they have the commitment to get there?
That's where I was gonna go next. It's like you gotta kind of, if they gotta want it too.
Do you have the mind frame? Do you have the get up and go get it? Understand, I'm a people person to where I understand that if I want the best version of you, I have to make sure you're happy. So this is where you come in as a significant other. You keep them in a good headspace so they can be as great as they can be. So if you got to circle the block for your significant other, circle the block for them. Because if you leave them, they just going to be continuing walking. And you're going to come back for them anywho. So why not come back now rather than get all the way to your destination and realize you ain't got them with you and you got to turn back around anyway? Just get them now. Understand if your person is committed to growing. If your person is committed to growing and they're committed to y'all being a bigger and better unit, then stand by it.
DeVoe said, fire that bitch.
Hey, no, you can't fire, man.
Hold on, man.
Treasure Tay said, I mean, we grown. Who gonna sit there and watch a grown motherfucker grow and not be motivated to grow? It is some people who do that.
Keenan said, have a convo and let them move up or move out. There would be no riding coattails.
Who said that?
Keenan.
Who?
Keenan.
Keenan, where you at? I don't see Keenan.
Wait, Keenan got you blocked or something?
Keenan, you got me blocked? Hey, Keys.
We both started reading that.
Hey, hold on. I lost it because the other one started popping up.
That was well said, my G. You getting good at this, boy.
I tell you, I'm crying. Hey, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Relationship fail because that expectation is not always 50-50 or 100. Sometimes you have to carry the weight and encourage your partner's growth, and growth isn't linear.
Oh, Jessica Ray, what's up, love? Appreciate you for tapping in. Relationships fail because that expectation, it's not always 50-50 or 100-100. Sometimes you have to carry the weight and encourage your partner's growth.
Nigga, I just read that.
No, I was just understanding it. There go Keena right there. She said, yo.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that's true. Understand that it's not always going to be cookies and cream in your relationship. I feel like people be watching social media too much, bro. Like, understand that Moneybag be slapping the shit out of Ari when that camera off. Understand that. Understand that India got cheated on by Dirk. Yeah. Understand this. That these relationships that y'all seeing has tragic downfalls.
Things happen, and it's like it's not always peaches and cream. And then a moment that it do get a little turbulent or it get a little rocky isn't like, all right, let's just dip. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Time out. I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass, gang. Omar Hill said, "Fuck relationship shit. I know rap for it. I got no rap for it." I'm on your ass for one because you used the wrong no. It's N-O, not K-N-O-W. That was I'm on your ass for that. That's one. And for two, nigga, you would have Joan every time I shut your ass up. Don't you got a lady? Got a wifey? Ain't my man in videos and shit with his Joan? I ain't trying to. Hey, Dub, you don't get no passes here, gang.
Through some shit right
now. Nah, my man. Yo, listen, my man O-Dub is king of the PDA. He's king of the PDA, bro. You see Dub in the club, Dub with his girl. You see Dub punching on somebody, Dub with his girl. You see Dub turning up, Dub's with his girl. Like, so I don't know what you talk about, but hey, you know, I'm on your ass for it. I'm on your ass. Cause listen, D-Lo says somebody gotta stay home with the kids. I'm crying.
D-Lo, what's up with it?
Nah, bro, you gotta hire a nanny.
So you
gotta hire old Miss Margaret from down the street.
Old Miss Margaret.
Kids just gotta be mad.
Tight time. Hey, I got another joint. All right,
go ahead.
So this is keep some things private, right? So what's something you would not tell your spouse if it got spicy? Like, what would you give me examples of something that you wouldn't tell your spouse? You know what I'm saying? I think I'm a firm believer in transparency, but there's always something where you like, nah, I'm not gonna tell. So I think one thing would be if I was terminally ill and I wouldn't want to like make them feel away. I just thought of that. I think I would even tell that though.
I'm not telling.
I think I would tell that.
Tell what?
If I was terminally ill, like, you know.
You gotta tell that. Who the fuck? Don't be dying on nobody by accident.
But people do that. That's what made me think of it.
That is stupid.
Like, don't tell the family because you don't want the family to.
They don't want the sympathy and shit.
But still, I think I would still tell my significant other.
Paris Lofton said that you hit a family member. Your family member or they family member? I'm so scared right now.
Oh man, it gotta.
Why did he just say a family member?
I'm just assuming it's their family member.
You okay? Like, what the fuck was that? Like that? What? Did you hit a family member? Hey, she said, "What the hell, Rastic? Take it to the grave." I'm crying.
Yeah, like, man, what else? What is? Give me some examples, man. He just giving examples.
I feel like Dub said, "Tell all you got to be a fucking rat, yo." Listen, some shit you just got to take to your grave. Like, listen, there's some shit.
Like what? Though?
There is some shit that I've done in my life that I can go to jail for. I am not disclosing that.
Okay.
I am not gonna tell you.
You had to make it make sense to me. Okay, I get it.
You feel what I'm saying? Okay, it's certain shit that, you know what I'm saying? You can't.
If I caught the body under the bridge,
do you feel what I'm saying? There's certain shit.
I'm not coming into the relationship like, yeah, so I killed Bull back then.
At what point are we that comfortable that I'm like, yo, I blew Bull brains out?
There's no statute of limitations on murder. I'm not doing it.
So when your vindictive ass get mad 10 years from now, you can go turn me in?
Yeah.
You crazy as hell.
That's a fact.
You crazy.
I need y'all to put it in perspective for me.
Some shit you just can't go. And I ain't going.
Absolutely.
Hey, Paris said, "Nigga, theirs. What the fuck?" Pause. Hey, this is Erie, PA, man. Don't act crazy.
He should do that crazy. Oh boy, funny.
Hey, Moray, I don't know. I'm a Libra. We take shit to the grave. Thank you. It ain't just me. I'm a Libra too.
Oh man, here we go with the Libra shit. Aries gang. First of all, Aries gang.
Oh my, Dub said you going to jail today. Straight up. Listen, as soon as you get to talking too much, you going to jail. Think about this, yo. A shorty will get mad at you and be like, yeah, because you got these guns in my house and these drugs in my couch and these. You think you not going to jail about a body?
They definitely be like mad and be like, oh yeah, I ain't going to tell. I should tell the police he's on probation in front of the police, though.
Facts.
It's like, come on, bro. What you doing?
I ain't gonna tell the police you got 3 warrants in Newcastle and you about to go to jail. Like, what? Vonner said, appreciate you for tapping in, gang. Vonner said, if you can no longer use them, you begin to misuse them. Then that's when the abuse come. Because the goal of a relationship is to use one another and something you wouldn't tell your other, I don't know, over talking about telling your lady or your wife. So I do believe that. I do believe that you use a person until I do feel like when you can no longer use a person, you misuse them. And don't take use out of context. Don't be petty, don't be ghetto, don't be black. Cause
that nigga just said don't be black.
Like, I told you he was a womanizer. He just said he be using women. Like, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is even a woman using a man, right? I say you have a woman and you love her the most for her listening ear. This woman listens to you. This woman has the best advice to give you when you need it, right?
Right.
You're going to use her. Every time you need to talk, I'm not calling bro like I normally do. I'm calling her because she listen, and her listening ear come with back rubs and beard massages. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell her. So then what happens, right? You use them, babe. I need to talk, babe. I need to talk, babe. I need to talk, babe. I need to talk. Until she's either did one of the three things. She's either had enough of your bullshit. For 2, y'all broken up. Or for 3, she feel like you crashing out and she just don't want to deal with it. So I feel like when she gets to that point, that's when the misuse comes in. Because now she hasn't had anybody to release her energy onto. So now she's taking all yours in. You're filling her cup with your problems, but where is she dumping her problems to? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's when the misuse comes from. Now y'all beefing. Now y'all are foes in a relationship.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand, Vaughn.
Vaughn said, you supposed to be used. Shit, would I rather be useful or useless? Come on, you should want to be used. Jessica Ray said use in the term of utility.
Right. As in utilize.
Yeah. Treasure said it's definitely different levels of using.
Black. See what I'm saying? There's definitely different levels of using. Do you see what I'm saying? Black. Black. Do you see what I'm saying? You had one says in forms of a utility, and then you have one that says different levels of using. So, eventually, in somebody like Treasure's mind, right? There's different levels of using, but to her, she's still getting used. To where Jessica Ray just said, utilize, as in she's never going to view herself as in getting used. She's going to be there to be utilized.
Yeah.
Do you feel what I'm saying? There is a difference in that. I just broke it down. But that's what I meant when I said don't be black.
All right, I got another one, right?
Yeah.
So, question. How do females drop in SMV, meaning sexual market value? Like, right? So, I came with this question because we know guys are utilized. We're leveled off of our sexual market value off of framing, and which is like women's hypergamy, right? And I guess I want to ask guys, like, what are some things that could drop a woman's SMV and get you to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm cool on her. Like, I ain't fucking with her. Like, I don't even want to like be in a situation or possible whatever with her.
I want to say crazy baby dad.
Crazy baby dad.
Stalker X.
Stalker X.
Your sexual market value, your sexual market
definitely
value
drop. You hear me?
You're gonna plummet.
Definitely drop.
Yeah, because what was you doing laying down with that in the first place?
Yeah.
And then what are you doing to combat that now? As a grown ass woman, I feel like as a grown ass woman, if you allowing a man to pop up at your crib and climb through your windows, I feel like you love that. I feel like you like that. I feel like you like him beating your door down. You like him climbing through your window. And then this is what I don't like with y'all, right? Is y'all get innocent men caught up in y'all bullshit. I hate that for y'all. Y'all get innocent men. This man was minding his business. You jump in his inbox knowing you got this nigga who likes to climb through your windows and kick in your doors, going through your phone, and you invite this man. Now you want to go to dinner. Now you want to lay up, and you know you got this nigga over here. Sexual market value to the fucking floor.
To the floor.
Because when I find out, I had that happen before. So, I actually had a woman contact Rastic, right? I had a woman go out her way and contact Rastic and say, yo, Rastic, The boy you always be with, he Timothy McVeigh talking about me.
Type shit.
So I reach out to Shorty. I say, yo, what's up, little baby? You was looking for me? You know how I am. What's up, baby? You was looking for me? She like, yeah, you know. Bro, not even 24 hours later, bro, there was a man in my inbox talking about my shorty.
Crazy work.
What the fuck?
Crazy work.
Sexual market value to the floor. To the ground.
Hey, Dove said, bro, niggas still will deal with these women. Shit, wow. Paris said, I'm crying.
Hey, bro. Hey, Paris, no, because I told him. I said, yo, Paris, what type of fuckery is this?
Yo.
Listen, you know what I did? I handled it with grace.
Yeah.
I blocked her.
That's the.
I blocked her. I smoked her face.
Let's start there.
Let's start there. The Keith ain't got all his fucking noodles, for one. Keith already don't got a whole mind, and now you put me in harm's way. Don't. We don't play them games. Sexual market value to the ground. You are worth shit on a stick now.
Oh, man.
No personal fit. I'm nothing personal to you. Just,
Yeah.
It was that, like, bro, not even 24 hours later, this nigga's in my inbox like, hey.
Paris said you on fire, bro. Chill. He said,
Hey,
bro, chill.
I'm fed up, bro. That's what I am. I'm fed up. Why did you come looking for me if you had somebody chasing behind
that
you?
makes no sense, though. That
Just
makes no
imagine.
sense.
Hey, listen. Could you imagine somebody running from a killer and running to your house?
Yo. Hey, yo, help me. And motherfucking Jason Voorhees got the door.
Why did you come here?
Why did you come here?
And don't get me wrong. I want to help. I want to help you, but he's coming. I ain't got time for it. Take your ass down the street.
I ain't got the blicky. Is like, what is you doing?
Yeah, bro. No. Hey, yo, O-Dub said, that's you, though. The rest of these niggas will still spin and eat it. Yeah, not Keys, bro, because I ain't got time.
Bro. It's sexual market value.
Sexual market. What else drops a woman's sexual market value? I feel like dirty hygiene.
I do, too. One of my main things, like, a woman with stank feet, bro, is really like, bro, you can't. I don't even think. Like,
I've never encountered a woman.
You feel
with
what I'm saying?
feet.
I feel like that should never
I
ever.
feel like if
be
you
a
got
thing.
bad feet, you got bad hygiene.
Period.
I feel like your cootie cat stink if your feet stink.
Like, period, bro.
How does your cootie cat not stink and your feet stink? How does that even happen?
I'm baffled if it does, because listen. Because it's like I think of that, like, yo, I've never, like, I never had, like, I never smelled my mom's feet, my sister.
I've never
like,
dealt with a woman
girls
that
that I
smelled their
really,
feet.
girls that I really, now in my whole entire life, I think I've ran across two where I was like, ooh, she took her shoes off. Ooh, I would never, you know what I'm saying? But bro, that's really like, I'm like, yo,
what did you do?
We wasn't fucking around. I just was like, what the fuck?
Oh man.
But if I was fucking with Shorty. Oh, bro.
Yo.
That would probably be the end of the day. That'll be it.
Could you imagine a shorty taking her shoes off?
Bro,
a woman
I'm big on, like, smell. Like, if you got, like, oil and you know what I mean? You put the perfume on, you come around me smelling like, I'm trying to figure out what stat you got on. Like, yo,
Jasmine Rummers is right. That is another one for me, too. That's big in my book. A woman not having her own type of hustle. Like, sis, where your money at? I hate that. Can I have some money for some food? Ass sexual market value to the ground. If you text my phone talking about cash at me $10 or some money for lunch, your sexual market value is on the floor. Cause why ain't you feeding yourself? If I didn't offer you lunch, I don't want to feed your hungry ass. I don't. Epic drop is when you try.
Just about to read.
Epic drop is when you try to spin the block on me after the whole gang had you. No, I wanted you first, tramp. He called her a tramp. I'm crying.
Hey, yo.
Tramp. My bad. Hey,
listen, or Ivana said, listen, so a dumb female don't drop her value. Don't be not being able to properly conduct herself or even have a productive conversation. That's kind of the thing for me.
Yeah, a lack of common sense. You're on the floor.
But all this come with growth, though. I mean, once upon a time, you didn't have to have no sense.
Y'all turn ladies.
You didn't have to have a sense for me.
Ladies.
Once I became lit or I grew.
Yeah.
You had to have some sense.
You got to.
I just can't.
I can't have an unintelligent conversation with nobody.
Bro, I'm
that shit
outta
irks
there.
me. I
I'm
told you it
outta
irked
there.
me when I hear a motherfucker not talking right. I be like, yo.
Bro, I'm out of there.
Like-
Bro, some of the baddest. I done came across some of the baddest. You hear me?
And be stupid as hell.
And you be like, what?
I don't know. Lunch is like $30 nowadays. Shit getting expensive out here. Nah, for real.
No, for real.
Don't. But listen though. But instantly when you get to asking me for, especially if I ain't ever even chilled with you or nothing, don't be asking me for nothing, yo. I'm not him. I will tell your ass no. I do not care. No. Bro, common sense ain't common. Only thing common is our senses, like touch, smell, and etc. Nadera, appreciate you for tapping in. Nah, so I just feel like, ladies, tell us what drops a man's sexual market value. I'm gonna give y'all a turn. I ain't gonna let y'all, I ain't just gonna run down on y'all without giving y'all a chance to fire back. What drops a man's sexual market value?
Yeah.
Don't try to say the same thing we've been smoking y'all with either, because we don't want to hear that.
They're going to.
They're going to. My baby moms. Baby moms.
And I got one more too before we get out of here.
Hey, yo. Maybe I got one more.
Oh, the women done got quiet.
The women got
Once we
quiet.
start smoking boots, they like,
The
oh,
women
they,
got quiet.
they were like, exit, stage left.
Hey, women, dude. What drops a man's sexual market value? What does it for you? What grinds your gears about a man that just drops his value?
Yeah,
Hygiene for sure. Moray said hygiene.
hygiene.
I feel like in 2025, you should not
Shouldn't
smell
have a hygiene problem.
Yeah, like it takes
It's
5
too many-
minutes to get your ass in the shower.
And it's too many ways for you to like really smell like that bull.
For real. Stephanie Ann said a man needs to hold his values and responsibilities higher than his temptations of society. You sound like you over 40.
Oh, she tapping into that hypergamy.
That was great.
She tapping into that hypergamy though.
Jasmine Rummer saying too many women at once. Like, I get the whole dating thing, but lead multiple women on that shit weird. Oh, to lead multiple women on that shit weird. What if you date a lot of women but don't lead none of them on? A man that is thirsty.
Chauncey, what's
Chauncey,
happening?
what's
Thank you
going
for
on,
tapping
Chauncey?
in.
Alexis Chardonnay said immaturity. A man that argues with people more than me. So I'm an arguer, but I'm not an arguer. I'm a debater. Look, Stephanie Ann
Look.
said 45. See, I
Hey.
knew it.
Man just started arguing with himself. He was like, I'm an arguer.
But
I'm
no,
not
I
an
ain't
arguer. I'm a debater.
I'm a debater for real. I'm not an arguer. I'm a debater. There's a difference. Like, I'm not going to be in the crib nagging and arguing with you. Like, best believe when I say, oh, shut the fuck up and leave me alone, I mean exactly that. Like, man tone and all of that going to come out. Like, I'm going to deepen my voice. Like, yeah, this vein might pop out in the middle of my forehead right here. Vaughn says, shit, bro, let's put the mirror up on us. What drops most men is not understanding that takes a man to raise a man, or it takes him to learn it by himself. Absolutely. A man not listening might as well be, a man not listening is worse than a broke nigga. Y'all know that? Debating and arguing is a difference.
What y'all mean by a man not listening to?
A man who don't listen to a woman is worse than a broke nigga. I want you to think about that. A man who doesn't listen to his woman. If you don't listen to a woman, you lost her, because she's going to run into a person like me who's going to listen.
What do you mean by listen though?
When they say how their day was, when
okay.
they say they feel, no, but you think about it like, oh, okay. But when a woman tells you how their day was and they reflect back on it later on, you better know what she talking about.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Because if
I
you don't,
get
it's
that.
going to be like,
When I was hearing like listen, like a man that don't listen, like it's like, oh, what am I being like told, like scolded or told?
no.
what to
So
do?
when a woman comes say, yo, babe, I don't like the way you be talking to me aggressive.
Yeah.
If you don't listen to that and you tell her, man, fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, you don't take it in and process. Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
listening. And a man who doesn't listen is worse than a broke man.
Yeah, I can
I
agree.
promise you.
I had to, before I agreed though, I needed to break down. I needed to break down.
A man with a lot of guy friends. We're not teens, and dude probably have fun with one or two of them. Being in women business too much is a turn off. Murray said a man that don't lead. It's a different type of listens. Yeah, it is a different type of listen. Damn, I thought we was talking about men. We is talking about men. Yeah, I do feel like a man who does. What do you mean by a man who doesn't lead though? Like what? Like the word lead is so played with nowadays. It's like every woman. I think a woman just be saying I want a leader just because this shit sound good.
Yeah, because I got a take on that too, right?
Because most
I got a take.
Oh, go ahead.
Women ain't gon' women not.
Bro, women want to be led but don't listen.
Right, yeah, when you lead correctly, you not gonna be like it's not gonna be liked. You gotta like lay the law down too, and it's gonna be shit that you not agreeing with.
Facts.
That's a part of me leading. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And it's just like, and I be watching like the memes or the stats, right? And it's like, oh, a real man. When they do this list of real men, it's always things that just benefit them. But a real man gonna stand his ground and lay some type of structure down.
Facts.
Where you might not like it. You might not be with it. You know what I'm saying?
And ladies, stop telling us what a real man is, for one. Listen.
That grinds my
One
gears.
thing I hate is when a woman be like, a real man goon. What? So you must got a dick between your legs. You must have a slapstick between your legs.
That's the first thing I think. I'll be like, yo, so when did you wake up with a dick? Like, how's you telling me what a real
man goon? Because then they're gonna say this. Because I dealt with a real man before.
You dealt with somebody that you could control, and you calling him a real man?
Like,
all right, I'm done. We finna swerve into the one lane.
like for real.
Hey,
like,
I got one more question, right?
It's crazy. Y'all want to be led, but y'all don't listen. It be simple shit like, yo, do this, and then it don't get done, and it be like, but you want to get led though. In order to be led, you have to listen. Yeah. You have to pay attention. You have to observe.
You gotta lead right and all this.
No, you're not leading right. So wait, I'm supposed to lead right and you're feminine? Like, come on, listen. We're tired of it. If you want to be led, then listen.
If you can take a real woman out of survival mode, she will submit and let you follow.
See that right there? I gotta be fucking Donald Trump in order to get you to follow behind me. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Time with her kid. Oh, if she don't. Paris said if she don't spend time with her kids, but always in the
no, Sharia. Why do I have to be Donald Trump in order to get you to listen? Like
a man leading and a man being controlling, two different things. I mean, I think leading comes with a little bit of being controlling.
Bro, you take a woman out of survival mode.
It's a balance.
Whenever I hear take a woman out of survival mode, I just envision a sign that says, give me money, help me, I'm broke. Like, sexual market value to the ground. hey, Sharia. Sexual market value to the ground.
Hey, Natasha, I feel you to a degree, right? A man leading and a man being controlling, two different things. But I do think like being controlling kind of comes with that leading. But you got to still know what the balance is. Like if I express to you like, yo, I don't really want you to wear XYZ and I'm not gonna be there, it's really not a control thing. It's a protection thing, like the lady said in the one video. It's like I know how men are gonna react when I'm not in your presence. So I kind of gotta be a little bit of controlling to get you to even see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
you gotta lay down the law. You gotta put your foot down.
We gonna get on that.
Should we say that?
Yeah, we're going to get on this one next week.
Yeah.
But come back next week. We're going to ask this, but I wanted to show y'all. If we live together, how long is too long to go without having sex?
Think about it. Think on this now. And when we come back next week,
facts.
Have that for us. This y'all homework. We handing out homework.
We handing out homework.
And y'all never know. We might listen, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to state this right now. Whoever remembers to bring this up on the next show, I got something for you. Streets T got something for you. If you have if you do your homework and have an answer for us next show, and we don't have to remind you, we got something for you.
We got something for you.
So if you ain't here right now and you ain't tapped into this show, you're done. You're done. You lost already. You ain't even know it.
You did.
But y'all, till next time, world.
Till next time.
Love those who love y'all.
Absolutely. Hey, this is the Streets Tea Podcast, and you have been teed.
Spilling up the gossip, got the mind locked in. From God Creek jungles to the grind and sin. Good vibes, hate crimes, and the messy splits. Street Tea Podcast, we uncovering bits.
Mic check, real talk, ain't no filter, friend. Truth bomb, street tales, the saga won't end. Every shade of life, we sipping tea, real stiff, discussing the highs, the lows, the secrets we keep.